It's had many names, but only one NFL team over the years. We're at the home of the Dolphins, Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And here we go from Miami. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll start this one out with Hall. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Here's 2nd and 7. Hauled in left side. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. From the gun, it's Hall. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. We've got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Second and 13. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect, and now they're stuck facing 4th down. Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. And this will put an end to the drive after it stalled out. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. New series coming up following the punt. And it'll be Dolphins football. Opening carry for Devon Achane. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
From the 29. The pass is incomplete, but hold on here. We've got a flag on the field. Here's the call. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Hey, go, go! Go, go! Here we go.
Running it after the penalty. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Touchdown, Miami! The Dolphins don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Jason Sanders to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Sanders all set to send it away. Choosing to bring it out deep in the end zone. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hall. And he's brought down after a short gain. We've got an injury stoppage here, and no, not what any of us want to see. You remember the injury his rookie year. It's Breece Hall hurts on the play. On 2nd and 9. Gets it to him on the screen. The ball is loose, but it bounces out of bounds, so they'll retain possession. It's a pickup of 9 yards, and it's good enough for a New York 1st down. He'll look to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
1st and 10 from the 41.
Here we go.
Hall takes it straight ahead. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that 1st down marker.
Here's 2nd and 2. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
And nothing to complain about on this return as he gets it beyond the 30. Found some space, got his team 21 on that run back. And it's going to be their football coming up. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Hey.
On 1st down, they're going to start out with Achane. He's got room to roam here. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
23.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Offense set for a 1st and 10.
Red on red. Red.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Hey, run!
Now Lawrence on the play fake. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is scooped up by the Jets! And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
Well, you can just see the QB scanning, can't you? He's moving, he's looking downfield, but everything covered up on the back end. That 2nd and 3rd level defenders did their job, and what did it do? Well, free that pass rush up to strip the ball away from the QB.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along your route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Let's go now.
2nd and 10 now. Cut out left. He has room past the 25. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
A first opportunity for the Jets now inside the red zone. They've got 1st and 10 right along the 20.
Go!
They're going play action. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
From the 18 on 2nd down. Doesn't make the connection.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Back to throw. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Seibert's able to connect on that extra point. And the Jets tie this game 7-7. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. He'll take this at the 10. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter.
Go, go!
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. That's caught, Devon Achane. And he'll get it up to the 44. So we're through 1 quarter. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They've got a first to begin the frame. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Jets are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Oh, boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on...
Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Dolphins got it! Into the red zone. And Miami returns this to the end zone. Touchdown! The Dolphins capitalize on that turnover and take the lead. Sanders connects on the point after. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Hall running between the tackles. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
A humble 5 to 6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Offense in the hurry up here. They go play action on first. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money, a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself. You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Here we go.
They'll throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's a throw. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he's a yard or two shy of the 30 before going out. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
So critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
Play action on 1st down. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
I think you're seeing why they like this guy in coverage, man. He reacts well to throws and is so adept in breaking up passes right through contact or before they ever reach the target.
They are throwing it again. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down. Throwing from the gun here. The throw to the right finds Waddle. That's the 1st down, and he's still going. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
On the counter, Hall. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
8 yards to go as they get set on 2nd and goal. He's dropping back to throw. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
They'll run with Hall. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They'll run for it with Hall. And he's in for the touchdown. The Jets can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Seibert tacks on the point after. And the Jets tie things up at 14. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Brown with a return here. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
Ready up.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Lou. There we go, sir.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Short pass caught by his tight end.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Man in motion here. Here we go, 2nd and 9. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. They left him wide open. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
Hey, go. Here we go, sir.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Dump off caught by his back. And he's able to get it past midfield and down into the Jets' side. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
30 left. Hey.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. He's on the move. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Lawrence working from the gun. He's going deep. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that brings up 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Now he starts from the 6. And he can't dig him out from deep on their own side. He stopped inside the 10. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And it'll be Jets football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They run. Here's Hall. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
From the 16. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
To throw here on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
To get home and hit and impact the quarterback at this level, well, typically you got to do what this defense is doing, and that's keeping an offense off balance. Change up your looks, rotate your personnel, throw in some wrinkles, and once again, go hit that quarterback.
The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. Corliss Waitman out there again to punt this away. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Takes it in at the 21. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. This one returned for 11 yards. And hardly any time remaining for them in this game. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. He'll throw it. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Brown with a return here. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Rip, 23. Red.
They'll start the drive with Achane. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And not much doing. He stopped quickly. It's a gain of 3 after the loss, but still 3rd and 8 to work with.
Hey, run!
Lawrence now off the play action. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. Excellent return. He got 22 before being stopped. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They start the half with a give to Hall. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here's 2nd and 7. Complete out to the right side. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
3rd down give to Hall. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. And the kick is good. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. His return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back to the air following the pick 6. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. He's going deep this time. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throwing off the play fake here. He's trying another one deep. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Trying to find Jalen Waddle. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Punt team on, and they'll send this one away. Looking to return from the 29. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. He picks up 16 on the good return. And they're going to take over possession. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Achane gets this on the draw. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Here we go.
2nd and 10 now. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Caught out left. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be first down, Miami.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That's complete to the rookie out of Alabama. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
Hey. Here we go.
A-Chain running to the right. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Silver.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he can't hang on. Touchdown in his arms, but it slips through. 2nd down coming up.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
23.
Achan. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Fred on red.
Now Lawrence. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. And the extra point is up, and it is good. And the Dolphins double their lead to 14. Sanders all set to send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now.
Airing it out to start this drive. Completed over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Let's go.
They go play action on 1st. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
This, our last play of the quarter. They give on 2nd to Hall. And he's got a chunk of yards as we've reached the end of 3. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Here we go, set. 19 right. 79 Bronco. Ready?
Throwing with a blitz on the way. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Running with A-Chain out of the gun. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. Second down now, 7 to go.
Lisa 24.
Lawrence in the pistol. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Go, go, let's go.
Now it's Lawrence. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Roll, roll, roll.
A-Chan, a 1st down carry. And he winds up with a solid gain down past the 45. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Hey, Lion. Here we go.
A-Chain again. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
Ready. Take right, open. Hey, go.
Lawrence to throw it. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
Hey, kill. Hey.
Here's A-Chain up the middle. And he's able to push forward to the 25. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Hey, easy. Ralph.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. Has a man. It's Brown. The ball is out. And this is scooped up by the Jets.
I think the defense would have just settled for getting off the field with the takeaway, but they add a nice little present onto the end of it for their teammates.
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. First and goal now as they try to pad this lead.
Sink right. Rip, 23. Here we go.
Trying to run it in. A-Chan. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Silver.
Lawrence looking to throw. He'll get this one to Brown. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You'll hear defensive coaches all the time really ask their players to pull the trigger. Read, react, diagnose, and when you see it, go fire away, and that's exactly what the defense does to take away that screen.
Hey, kill.
Lawrence on 3rd and goal. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
Hey, I get it. You know, there are times as a decision maker playing quarterback, you take a sack and you cut your losses. But when you get an opportunity in the red zone on 3rd down, you'd love to give your guy on the other end a chance, because a touchdown, well, we know in the course of outcomes of games, so much more influential than settling for a field goal. I think you could call this one now, Kate. This field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
He doesn't like what he sees, so a touchback. They're going to begin at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now looking to throw. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It goes as a pickup of 37 yards. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. This one intended for the running back. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Here we go.
They are throwing it again. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. With 3rd and 10 coming up, they felt comfortable going ahead and declining that penalty. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know you've got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Back to throw, needing a 1st. Throwing this back in the end zone. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
And he pushes it forward, but will only reach the 23. Following the play, we do have an injured man in need of some assistance, and that's the burner, Devon Achane, who's in some pain.
11, Agate.
They go play action here. Caught by his fullback behind the line. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. Third down, 1 yard to go.
All right, let's go.
Now a run with Wright. He spins right by him. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
Win the early battle. get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Lining up to take a knee on second down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
Well, Brock, I think we're both thinking another kneel likely coming here on third down. Here he is on third and long. On the move, headed right. Tight end makes the grab. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
So in the end, it's a Dolphins win here. And they're continuing to survive among the final remaining unbeaten